Good evening. Welcome, welcome. I'm Ann with Whimsical and I welcome you to the Whimsy Bunch. Thank you so much for hopping on. If you're watching on replay, please hashtag replay so I can welcome you and chat with you. And I appreciate you being here. This evening we are going to be working on a sun hat. That's why I call these sun hats. And they are really cool because you can, shade yourself from the sun. But if you want to see something, you'll flip it up. You can have fun with these. It's not sitting well on my head right now because I have got a ponytail. So that's the why. Best thing is, this one came from the Dollar Tree. Hey, Danette. I've got my phone turned my way so I can see comments better because I've been having problems seeing comments and trying to refresh my page and all the things, which takes a lot of time. So we're only going to have one word today, and I think you can even read that one backwards. So I hope you are doing well. I am excited to show you or demonstrate one of the stencils out of the new collection. It is a head collection, and I am going to use the, I know it is backward, Free Spirit and Sunflower collection. It has a smaller sunflower pattern. The sunflower is bigger, but the stencil itself is smaller. And it has Free Spirit, and I'm going to turn it your way. So this is perfect for this little sun hat. I've got some other hats coming in, and what I'm going to do is I will take this tag out that is in here, but for right now, I am going to make that tag my back. So I'm going to lay it my way to where that tag is towards me, and that way, thank you. My hubby is doing better. Yesterday was a rough day. It was hard to get him in the house because his foot was hurting so bad he could not put any pressure on there. So he had a walker. So we got the walker out to the car. He tried to make it in the house, but he only got to the back of the car. So then we got the walker, and I set him in the walker and got him into the house. But he is a little bit more mobile today. He's still using his walker. He is putting his leg on the walker or putting very light pressure on there, holding onto the walker and just using his other leg. So that is working really well. And I appreciate all your prayers. It was definitely an unexpected day yesterday, to say the least. I am going to let me fix my camera a little bit. That way you guys could see better. I think I need to scoot over a little bit that way. There. I am going to do it halfway. I don't want it to be symmetrically on either side. I'm planning on adding something to the back. So I'm going to do it a little bit like this. That way it is a little off-centered, and I don't know. I just kind of like it not to be even, but we could make it even, but I'm gonna do mine a little bit offset. We will need tape to tape this. I'm gonna use blue tape, and the hat collection. Hey, Miss Becky and Roxanne, how are you doing, ladies? Miss Sherry, the hat collection is absolutely amazing. There are 9 different designs in it, or sets, and I want to say most sets, if not all of them, I really have not looked, to be honest with you, have 3 stencils in there. I am not worrying about taping this because I know I'm not going to reach up there because I'm staying down where the words are, so I'm not worrying about that. And I've got wide tape, so I'm just going to cut it in half because I don't need that big strip. I am putting this stencil as close as I can. You see, it is not all the way around my hat, but I'm okay with that. So I am going to tape this right here. Taping is your best friend. And we could stencil to here and then move that. But I think I'm just going to leave it. I think I am going to be okay with it being off a little bit. So don't stress if it is off a little bit. The people that are looking at your head will never know. Tape that right there. That way I will not catch that little thing. You can also put a piece of cardboard or something, hold it up against it when you stencil. But to me, doing this is the easiest way to do it. I am going to get a piece just in case I might need it. I have it. For the free spirit and the leaves, I'm using this bright green. It is New Leaf from Deco Art. And the reason why I chose it, hey, Miss Bonnie! The reason why I chose it is it'll match the ribbon we're going to put on it really well. And I forgot to get brushes. Good thing I have some brushes. Look at this. This is how your brushes come. It's a 4-pack. Add them to your list when you place orders with Essential Stencil. That way you will never be out of brushes. Like me, because I haven't washed them. My favorite ones are the 2 smaller ones. There's nothing wrong with the big ones, but I prefer the other. All right, let me stick these 2 back in here. So we have a 5/8 and a 1/2. And of course, I love the dome brushes because they get in all the small areas really well. I'm going to use the 1/2 inch for our free spirit. And I am using acrylic paint instead of fabric paint. Acrylic is hard to wash out of your clothes, so it is okay to use on fabric. The only difference is it is a little bit, well, I'm considering this being fabric, it is that it is makes it a little bit stiffer. I am leaving a little bit more paint on here, but I am doing very light swirly motion. Now this head is not smooth, it is like a straw head, so you will have little bumpies in here. But that is okay. We will go back over it in just a moment. And if we have time at the end, I will show the whole collection. But I wanted to get this done first. I've got a couple of more hats coming in to showcase. And I might hop on tomorrow. And you can also stipple this, since this is straw. The stippling might be better to get onto your straw hat. Think about what surface you have and what might be better technique to use for the surface that you have. Like if it is felt, I would not stipple most likely, because, turn it really hard, because it might mess that up a little bit. But for this, it is fine. You can stipple. Let's swirl this just a little bit more. Get this in. And this will be a fun garden hat. And they have hats for men. Father's Day is coming up, so you can pick a saying out and look and see if there is something in there for the dads. Free spirit, look at that. You can read it really good. Save these. And that hat collection is absolutely amazing. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Crafty Mom's Corner Market. Tish, I can never do your name right. It's either Tish, Trish. I'm going to say it's Tish. Let me know what your name is. I keep second guessing what your name is. I know it. I just don't. When I hear your name, I know, oh, that's Crafty Mom's Corner Market. But when I see Crafty Mom's Corner Market, I don't know what your name is. Randy is doing all right. Thank you. He is recuperating on the couch. And such a blessing. Thankful for your prayers. It could have been a lot worse. We at first were not going to go to the doctor because, we figured it wasn't nothing major. But when we came back from breakfast and he was not able to put any pressure on his foot, I'm like, yeah, I think we need to go. Said, I think we need to go. So we went to the VA and got him checked out. And of course, since we went in there to get his foot checked out because he couldn't put any pressure on it. But of course, when we were there and we told him that he had fallen, I said, well, did you hit your head? And he's like, I don't know if I hit my head. I am not sure. So he's like, I just know that my shoulder hurts and I've got a bruise here and it was close to his hip. And that's like, well, we're just going to check everything. So they took scans and x-rays from the head, the neck, the shoulder, the hip, the ankle, and the foot. And I'm like, good gracious. We just wanted to get the foot checked out. But yeah, it was good that we went just to be safe. And I was just concerned with, everything else that is going on in his life. I just wanted to be safe. There are no leaves in here, so we only have to worry about the two ends for the leaves. Just want to make sure I could see all your comments still. And if you're not sure which way your stencil goes, look on your picture because these leaves are different than those leaves, and then you'll know which way this thing lays. I think this will be a really beautiful hat. You can even add a tie in it if you want to. You could do a little leather strap, or you can, what I think would be pretty, a little fabric ribbon, sew it in there, or if you want to just glue it in there so you can tie it so your hat will not fly off of your head. I think that would be pretty. You can fill these leaves in if you want to. I think for tonight I am just going to leave them the way they are. And again, I'm using acrylic paint. You can put a coat of, oh my goodness, like Scotch Guard, spray Scotch Guard over it. But honestly, acrylic paint is hard to come out of your clothes. And I cannot imagine that you'll be wearing that straw hat in a rainstorm, maybe an unexpected thunderstorm. So I'm thinking you will be fine not sealing it. And now we're going to do, can you guys see good? Now we're going to work on our sunflowers. I'm going to do the outside first and then the inside, and then I might go back to the outside. I am using golden yellow. And thank you all for hopping on. I've put the links to all of these in there. I put the link to the hat collection, to the Halloween restock, they have a halfway to Halloween restock. I put that on there, and the one that I am using for Halloween, I put that one on there as well. Let's see, what else did I put on there? I think that is it. I put all 3 links on there. We just need a very little bit of the marigold to just accent our sunflowers. And for the middle, I am using jack-o'-lantern and burnt umber. If you're commenting, I'm not seeing any more comments. It just says that you're watching. I have to buy me some more burnt umber. Oh, come on, please let there be enough in here. There we go. Why is everything falling all of a sudden? I'm going to use my 5/8 inch brush. See, I don't have... I am going to switch. I am going to use my dome brushes. They come in this beautiful set. This one happened to be a free gift. And I am going to use the, I'm just going to use one. I don't need both. I'm just going to use the second to the smallest one. That will be a good size to use. And we're going to use the yellow first. And I am just holding it down with my fingers. And we can fill this. And I'm not worried about if I get yellow on the inside right there, because that's the reason why I'm doing this first. Reload, offload, and since this is a little lumpy bumpy underneath, I'm trying to hold that stencil down a little bit more than I normally would. And I love these sunflowers, they are beautiful. I've got several sunflowers growing that my daughter has planted from seeds. A couple of them are really huge and the others are still small. But they are getting ready to bloom and I can't wait. You guys be getting some pictures. I'm also going to post a picture, or actually a little video of our ducks. We got 6 little ducks. They are, 3 of them are mallards and 3 of them are runner ducks. And they are just adorable. And my daughter waters them, literally has the hose spraying because they love water. And they just stand there at attention and then they run off and then they come back and it's just so hilarious to watch. So I will post that video for you guys. Since we're doing a sun hat and we're talking about outdoors and sunny things, it will be appropriate to post that little video. And can you guys believe it is halfway to Halloween? I dipped into that darker yellow. And I'm just going to hit the tips with that darker yellow. I just can't even fathom that it is halfway to Halloween. And Essential Stencil, I mean, they've launched this new hat collection, and now they're even having a Halloween restock. And it's not just Halloween, it is also fall. So don't think it's just Halloween. A lot of the fall stencils transfers that were favorites, they brought them back and they are on sale. So I've put the link in there for both. So check it out, hop on, look and see if there is a transfer or a stencil that you've missed that you would like. You have an opportunity to get it not only on sale at a 15% off, but you can also get another 10% off with my code. How awesome is that? And this hat collection, don't hold me to it, but I think the hat collection is 25% off. And when the bundle expires, cannot remember the date when the bundle expires, whatever is left will stay at a 20% discount. So that is awesome. They had not done that before as long as I've been with them that I know of. I'm going to take a peek real quick to see. Oh yeah, you could see the difference. And that looks good. We're going to go do our middle. And for the middle, I am just going to pounce. First of all, that'll give it some texture. And it will bring out the color. Since this is a big surface, it will be easier to get that color on. And since it was such a big opening, I didn't even bother to offload. You ready for the reveal, ladies? I don't see any more comments, either on my phone or on my iPad. I am so sorry, ladies. And this is what we have so far. And then we have Free Spirit. I want to put a little bit of that orange over around here. To tie in the petals. I'm going to get a little bit of that orange in the middle right here. Just another dab. I think that looks good. A lot of paint on that brush. Let me know if you would fill that in or if you would leave it the way it is. All right, now the magic. Now that's why I chose the green I chose. I've got this ribbon that I got from Sam's a while back. And I already made a knot, just a single knot, because I knew kind of where it needed to be knotted. I am not going to secure this yet on here until I got everything done. I just want to show you what it looks like. I will put a dab of glue on there to hold it. And all I'm doing is I'm just tying it in the back. And this is wired ribbon, so I can manipulate it back here to how I need it. Now this is what we have. And again, I will pull it down in the front and I will glue it, but I will use, I'm either going to use the Star-Bond super glue or my 3-in-1 glue. And just put a dab to hold it in. I'm not securing it completely, so if you want to take it off, you can. Like for instance, if that would be a different ribbon and you wanted to wash it. I've also got this ribbon that I also got from Sam's. And I left the tails on here so that I can tie it on. I don't want anything to be permanent on here. Oh, it is because of the camera angle. The sunflowers is because of the yellow, but I can fill that in without any problem. And this, like I said, I am just gonna tie on. I don't want anything to be on here permanently. Well, I want it to be more of a, should have done it the other way. Trying to get my string. I want it to be removable in case you want to do a different ribbon or this one gets dirty or whatever the case may be. And again, I will cut the tails on these once I get it all on here permanently. Look how pretty that is. Now, what do you think? The $1,000,000 question. A little butterfly. I'm just going to, well, see if I can lay it on here. Hey, Janet. I got it at Sam's. I'm not sure if they have it this year. That's what the butterfly would look like. It's not laying right. It's hard for me to hold it where you could see it. I'm just going to lay it sideways and hope it stays on enough. That would be the butterfly. It would be up more. It just kind of scooted back down. Or we have this cute little bird. And it matches with the green check. Or we could do a button. It is hard to hold it to where it stays focused long enough. So, butterfly, bird, or button, when they're all buttons. And then you can also add little birds on the side of your right here. You can add those on there. You can also add a sunflower to the top. You can add a sunflower to the side, like put a sunflower over here. Since you have sunflowers here, add a sunflower over here, or even a sunflower there. I like it right here. You can add that sunflower right there. All right, I got 2 butterflies, 1 bird. I like the butterfly too. So I will add that little butterfly on here. I just think he's adorable. And then we will add that sunflower right there. And then we can add the little yellow bird on the side with the sunflowers. And our green little bird, we can add him in the front. Looky here. This is what we can do. All right, I'm going to have to take this off so it won't fall. Once I have this all in, we could take our little bird and set him on there. So that is what we're going to do, and I will fill that in, but I'm not going to sit here and bore you with filling in. You know how to fill that in, because we're basically just going to take our I would have a yellow Posca pen. I would just use a Posca pen. But I'm just basically going to take my brush, and I'm just going to come in and just fill these in. Like that. And we're going to take that darker yellow and give it a little bit of distinction. And see how quickly you could turn just a gorgeous, just a regular sun hat. And this is from the dollar store. It had a little flaggy thing around, a little ribbon thing around it. I'm gonna have to get a smaller brush. Well, you just put in your little leaves, your little petals. Just a little hand painting. Just to give this a little bit of a distinction. And we can do the same thing for the leaves. Just take our other little brush, little dome brush. And I just thought the ribbon and the sunflowers were just a perfect match. And I am not solidly covering this. That way you see that the darker indentations for the leaf. Because you want to be able to see the middle part of the leaf and the outer edges. And of course, if there's anything that you want from the restock sale, which is fall and Halloween, or anything out of the hat collection. The hat collection goes live on the 26th. Halloween restock is available already. You can use my code WK21. I'm just attaching the stems. And it looks better. I might need to put a little bit more distinction right there on my Alright, so that's what we have. And again, we're going to add all the other things to it. And I will post a picture. But is that not a gorgeous sun hat? I just love it. And it does say free spirit the right way. So when you have it on, it'll be free spirit and then the sunflowers. All right, let's do our Halloween one real quick. I'm excited about it if I can find where I put it. Oh, and this is what the ribbon looked like from Sam's. I have enough ribbon to supply a ribbon shop. So if anybody needs any ribbon, if you guys want any of that ribbon, just message me or email me or text me, and I'll get you some of that ribbon. I mean, I've got 50 yards. I have a watercolor paper, or mixed media paper. It's mixed media paper, and I went ahead and put the back. Let's get this out real quick. I took this, laid it on there, and cut the size out that I needed. And it was just a book about like this for the mixed media paper. And let's scoot that over there. Put this over here. And I laid it inside of the frame, and I traced out where the frame was with a pencil, real light, so I know where to put my colors. This is the one out of the, what is that one called? Not Whispering Ghost. What is this one called? This one is called Wildflower Ghost. And this is one of my favorite ones that has been restocked. I absolutely love that one. Those ghosts are just the cutest. I am using this one. But I want my background to be a little bit different. So, I'm going to get rid of these. Get me out 2 new coffee filters. And if you have some really good acrylic pens, like a Posca pen, fine point, you can do those sunflowers and the leaves. You can just do the outsides and then color them in. You would love some. Just send me a message where I need to send it to. The stencils will be available. The head stencils will be available on the 26th, and the Halloween restock is available now. And see, that one is like, you know, when you go to the beach or when you go outside in your garden, you can wear that, and you can glue a strap on the inside if you need to. I am going to create a background using Gray Storm. Deep Midnight Blue. Let's see, what was I using the black for? Oh, I might put a tree or two in there, a limb. Not sure yet. So I'll put that over to the side. And we're going to use some baby duck to put the illusion of a moon night. And I'm going to use a little bit of that marigold as well. And I'm just going to use a regular brush. And I am just going to I've got this watered down some. I know here in the middle I don't really need to put anything. I'm just doing the illusion of maybe some bushes or some tree things hanging out. I dipped into the blue. This is representing a night sky. Got a little bit more of this gray-green color. And I'm going barely over the edge. I just know where my frame sits. I'm going to wash my brush out real quick, and I am going to put the illusion of a moonish background. Go back into that lighter color. because I know my house is going up to here. And maybe my moon sunlight is over more on this side. My moonlight. I dipped back into the darker color. This will buckle because it is wet. I went back into the gray-green. I'm grabbing a little bit of that blue. I'm going to bring that darker orange down a little bit. And then I'm going to take that lighter yellow. Now I am filling all this in with that lighter yellow. I know this background looks weird right now, but it will come together, I promise. We're going to have to dry this really good. Just putting a little bit of highlights in here. It's like that moonlight is shining on everything. Get a little bit of that darker yellow. I'm going to use my rake brush. I'm just going to bring some things up from the bottom. Now, on a lot of this, our transfer will be on here. The illusion of maybe some trees or bushes or something back here. I'm using that little tiny brush. Reload. reload it again. I'm reloading it with water and tapping it off a little bit. Have some longer some thicker branches and skinnier branches. Some grasses. And we're just going to leave it at that. Yeah, Janet just sent me a message. Let's dry this up. And I think our little house will look really good on here. That's what we have. Almost looks like a Van Gogh painting, don't it? Just kidding, ladies. That would be nice. I dry it from both sides. And once it is in the frame, it will straighten out. You can also flatten it out on in between books. Got a paper towel laying down. Using the stencil, we got to make sure that it is really, really, really dry. And the idea for the background, don't know if they have this one in stock or not, but I got that off of this one and this one with that background. That's where my idea for the background came from. It seems to be dry enough. I'm going to lay this under it so I have a little bit of something to press on. Moment of truth. Go from the middle out. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That looks cool. I get excited. I can't help it. Thank you for the stars. I didn't even see that. I appreciate. Thanks for sprinkling too. Spreading out the whimsy. You guys are amazing. And thank you for the stars. Oh my gosh, I appreciate that. I didn't even see that. I am just going to push it down really good and pray that my paper was dry enough. It had two little bats on here, so I made sure that those were in really good. I just love this little ghost. And see, that background looked weird without the transfer on there. I mean, I understand where, you know, when you just see the background, you're like, and that looks weird. But trust the process. Don't be afraid to try something. Look at pictures and mimic things that you see. And you'll be surprised how the end result turns out. Now down here is a lot of little sprigs, so we got to make sure we get all of those burnished in. So far everything is coming up really good. I took art in school and we learned about all the famous painters and Impressionism and, oh my gosh, I can't even remember all the others. We studied architecture and all kinds of different things, and I loved every minute of it. I loved learning about all those different things. I was rubbing it down because I thought it wasn't down yet, and it was already down. It was optical illusion. So yeah, I love art. I love studying about painting and the painters and all that stuff. I just never thought I wasn't good enough to do some hand painting, but I really love it. So my suggestion is try it. Just try it. It is so freeing and so much fun to just do a little background. I'm taking a watercolor class right now, and I hadn't had a chance yesterday. It was yesterday. Yesterday, of course, I just watched a little bit while we were in the ER. And last week was the flamingo. I haven't had a chance to paint that one yet, but I'm excited to. So I got two of them to catch up on. So I'll be painting tomorrow. I'll be watercolor painting. It is coming off really good. We dried it good, and drying it from both sides really does help. Can't wait to see what he looks like on the in the frame, inside the frame. So who's excited about all the different sales going on? Then I've got one more little bat, and I'm going to add that guy up here in between right there in that little spot. Because we got two bats right here that came with the house. couldn't make up my mind which way I wanted it. And you can use your fingernail to burnish this in as well. And here's the other little bats. These two bats were on there already. What do you think? Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I get excited. What can I say? Oh, thank you, Janet. Couldn't remember all the dates. I know. Our class, we learned so much. We had to go out one time and my frame is dirty. I have to clean my frame. We had to go out one time and add we have an old castle near where we lived, and we had to go out and hand sketch that castle, and then we had to go back to class and use, I don't even know what it is called. It was a big piece of like rubbery something or another. I don't even know. What am I doing? We had to finish the sketch out from memory when we got back. Then we had to take that sketch and transpose it on that rubbery thing, whatever that was. And then we had to take a tool and etch out the design. And then we had to print it. We had to ink it and print it. Is that just not the cutest little ghost you have ever seen? And if you want to, you can take it would have to be a really tiny checkered bow tie, and you could put a little checkered bow tie on it. Oh my gosh, look at that. And see, now that crazy background doesn't look so crazy anymore, does it? Trying to hold it to where I don't have the glare. I just love him. That turned out really cool. That is all I had for you ladies this evening. I will finish that hat, and I will post a picture. And we will add a little bird. We will add a butterfly and another little bird, and we will dress this up, and we will add the sunflower on the other side. Thank you so much, ladies. And again, hop over to Essential Stencil. Check out those sales that they have going on. There is something for everybody. And don't forget, you can use my code WK21. And you can also go to the header in the description. You'll find the link for the Halloween restock and for the hat, the sneak peek for the hat collection. And the hat collection is live on the 26th. The bundles are 25% off. The fall and Halloween is 15% off. And when the bundles are sold out, they also have some Halloween bundles that they put together. And when the hat stencil bundles are sold out, then, not sold out, the deadline, the last of the bundles, and there is some left, then they're going to reduce that percentage to 20%. So you can save and save and save. Thank you all for hopping on. I appreciate you guys. I know I'm off early today. I've got some sun today in my face. I was outside a couple of times. So appreciate you guys. You have a wonderful evening, and I will see you. Today's Thursday. I will see you Saturday for Soul Filled Saturday. New time, 2:30 Eastern. Have a blessed evening.